Hello, World Wide Web. I'm Dr. Shado, the internet personality with the best hair on space engineers. It's been a long damn time, but that mega drill ship, it actually works. Yeah, you see, it's not complete there still. I did kind of park it here after the last failure, and yeah, my driveway didn't hold that weight too well, but done a lot of shit. There's a couple of like tools lying around in places where I kind of got killed for one reason or another. Usually working on that drill ship and falling from the top with no uh, hydrogen. But yeah, I've taken it out for some trips and it's worked. The last trip had a bit of a failure, but we still got it back. This corner had a bit of an explosion. I don't have the big armored shell around the outside yet, so I'm having some problems where it twists a bit in there, and then the walls of what I'm working on rub against the sides and kind of crush the thrusters. I just took 36% of my health on that jump. Let me go heal up a little. Oh, what fun. Oh yeah, I gotta hold down. It's like boom on the hydrogen, the energy, the oxygen. The health is up there, and you gotta stay on this thing for a while to recover that. Okay. But yeah, there's a lot that drill has already done for me. I got a whole frickin' ton of iron, and I got 5 days. Critical my ass. Yeah, it's when you connect to the base, it uses the base, and if you have a battery system, it counts the batteries. It doesn't care about how much uranium you have on the backup. It's like the batteries are about to run out. It's going to tell you that the fuel's critical and all that stuff. But yeah, there's a bit of an explosion on that corner, taking out that much of the drill array and the thruster array, and 2 parts of the ore detector array, though that doesn't really add much. And over on this corner, the opposite corner, there was also a couple of thrusters that got taken out, but not nearly as bad over there. I was still able to haul most of the ship back to tether it, but that was after this little journey over here where I was getting uranium, because that ship takes a hell of a lot. And, that tiny hole over there is all the best I could do to drill out uranium with this ship since it started. And over here we have one trip with the big atmospheric drill. The nice thing about that is the way it's designed. It just cuts straight down. And yeah, that's where I had the explosion, evidently trying to get out. I cut straight down and right through the vein. I got uranium and magnesium. They're at different levels, of course. Uranium's a pretty deep thing, though. It's kind of annoying. Because you gotta drill through that goddamn. So there's this video I saw. Someone was like the ultimate planetary driller, and they had a pretty nice system, but it was for shaving off layers and shaving off layers and shaving off layers. And for this kind of thing, trying to get uranium, that would be a hell of a long time. And this drill is designed to go straight down and drill blind. Now that's why another reason why it's supposed to eventually have a bit of an armored shell around it, which is going to prevent it from getting snagged on things when you come up, because it's going to keep it flush with the sides. It's not going to twist as much the crap as long as you can get it down in there a little bit deep, which if you're going to have the inertial dampeners going when you're drilling the first bit. But yeah, so that is my thruster array built relatively efficiently and large enough that it was going to actually it doesn't damage itself anymore. I did build it a little bit larger, just I did the baker's dozen thing, like, okay, you're going to frickin' work this time. I'm not going to take any chances, so yeah. It ended up making the whole ship so much taller. I also had to take out the hook and build it a bit taller, and I actually built it, again, baker's dozen style, much, much taller. So that it... No, jeez, you son of a bitch, don't go that fast to the ground. So I actually have a hell of a lot of clearance. But better to have a lot of clearance than none. But like I said, I had the thing gone. The hell is that? Was that in the game or was? Well, I had the big iron haul and got a whole fuck ton of iron. Got like 1,000,000 kilograms of iron. I'm not even exaggerating with that. I mean, literally, 1,000,000 kilograms. Like, that's what I calculated. It came out to about 1,000,000 kilograms. Is what I got. And you see, I've been going for iron a whole ton. And that big crater there is how much I dug out all this time trying to build up that ship with, you know, this tiny little ship. I dug out that huge area there. And that big square hunk there still has some iron on the base, so I could still go through the same hole and keep going for a little bit to get the rest of that vein of iron. Iron's a pretty thick veined ore. You get it's close to the surface, and there's a lot of it. So pretty easy to get a ton of iron if you can find some. But yeah, just this big square chunk, and of course this is on a hill. So the angle's a bit off. But oh well. It works pretty well, I'd say. One of the main things about it is, because it's blind drilling, you can't just destroy until you find the ore you want. You kind of have to pick it all up and just sift through everything, which is why with the design of this massive drill, I got something pretty nice going on to deal with that. As soon as I get a little closer to it and I can show this off. And if I was in creative mode, I could just fly around with the jetpack all the time and just be like, yeah, here's this and that. Like, yeah, I don't. This is survival. I built a prototype of this in creative to test the concept. Then I built this based on that prototype, and it didn't work, and I had to redesign it. But you see there, you got the you got all those little conveyor sorters pointing to the side. Those are set to only accept stone. You can't see it, but also right in between them, right above one block up, there's another conveyor sorter that accepts everything but stone. So stone, coming up from the drills, will get there, and it will have no choice but to go to the sides, and it will only accept stone, and that goes to the ejector array, all these connectors set up as a group so that I can turn them, the ejecting, on and off with the press of a button. And actually, I was looking at this design, I could technically double it up if I wanted to, and maybe even make it taller if I felt the need. But I could at least make it 2 times. If I want to go to, say, okay, make it as high as the thing there so that I can still connect the ship, I could actually get this 4 times, put like 4 more layers of it, make it 5 times as efficient. But right now, it's already to the point where I got 40 of those set up. So it actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 44 of them actually. Point is, they pump out about 25,000 kilograms of rock a second, just ejecting. It's a pretty nice little setup there. But right now, what I gotta do is I gotta repair this thing. And since I got so much iron, maybe I could start on the little armored shell to help prevent that from happening in the future. It's going to be light armor coming up from the bottom, but of course it's going to have a specific little thing going on to make it so that the thrusters don't explode or destroy the armored shell. The parts right across from the thrusters will still be open. Now I was thinking of having like a corner for the corners, like have one of the special little pieces right at the bottom, and then have the little corner, the little wedge up top, like going all the way to the top, just make it look a little more, you know, nice. But I'm thinking now, after that big nasty explosion right at the corner, I'm just gonna have a straight block of just boxes going up for that to make it as flush as possible to prevent that from happening. But anyhow, what is these gonna take? Steel plates, computers, motors, large steel tubes, small steel tubes, construction components, more steel plates. Right then, my little welder ship, which had to be redesigned because, well, it had to be rebuilt more than anything because it got screwed up majorly. That's just one of the things that's prevented me from finishing my drill earlier was my frickin' welder ship pretty much flipped over and everything just got fucked up, and it's just really so welder got 1,000 steel plates in there, some motors, construction components, 1,000 more steel plates, not too many or else this thing can't get off the ground. Large steel tubes. I got 177 of those. Yeah, give me those. What else was it? Computers. Small steel tubes? Were those important? I don't know. I can't remember. Oh, yeah, I got small steel tubes. Well, this should be what I need, I think. I got a lot of uranium. That's just the amount that didn't go into the refineries and got dumped in there. Got a ton of magnesium. Oh, the refineries, say that I got 20 kilograms in that one, 20 kilograms in that one, 20 kilograms in that one. So it's just, not 20 kilograms, 20,000 kilograms. It got a lot of uranium all over the place. So I'm going to be pretty good on fuel for a bit. Oh, forgot to turn on the inertial dampeners. I turn off the inertial dampeners when it's docked so that they save fuel, which is really damn important for that giant fucking drill ship. Okay, just don't want to slam into it and screw everything up. It's not as fast as using the hand welder because of the tiers of the hand welder. There's no such thing as tiers on a ship welder. But it is very convenient to not have to. Sometimes easier actually just do this in first person with this design. But it is very convenient to not have to worry about the, also because this is so tall, it means that anywhere on the drill array I can fix, even after adding the armored shell, I'll still be able to access the stuff from underneath if something happens. Okay. Now, I have some of that. Get out here, leave that floating there for a bit, and see about fixing the thruster array. Come on. Oh crap, wrong way. Okay, we're good. No problem. There we go. Now, these over here. Set that up there. So yeah, when I get this going, it's going to be like these blocks are going to be open, as well as this, of course. these are going to be all closed up with the armored casing around it. Open armor right here, as that's not going to be in a direct path of either of those, so that'll keep it flush to the top. And then armor back here, so it's just going to have these two openings right at the edge there. Whew. It'll be fun. So fun. Now, yeah, that's how I improve the efficiency of the space. I didn't use the little sticks to extend. I didn't use the little struts or whatever the hell to extend from the conveyor box there out one so that I could fit the 8 things in. I just said, okay, screw it. Put in 8 small atmospheric thrusters, use that space for thrusting, and it works just the same to give me enough room to put in 8 of those efficiently. It's nice. And it works. The ship itself weighs like 2.5 million, and its current load limit with the thrusters the way they are is like 4.5 to 5 million. So that's a hell of a lot of ore you can carry, especially since you can very efficiently knock out the... let's see, do I have the... ore detector. What do I need to put this down? A steel plate. Good. I got them in my pocket. So I want to see about getting these fixed up too. Just cause. I know it's not entirely necessary, and they weigh stuff, but eh. Okay. Okay. It's already nighttime, so I'm not going to take this out for any kind of mining for a while, because night takes an hour, and ain't nobody got time for that. And for some reason, it's like on the recent patches, night has been a lot easier to. It's been a lot easier to see than before in Space Engineers. Okay, I don't have all the stuff I need to put these together. Construction components, probably. And motors. Motors. Definitely need motors. So, yeah. Construction components, motors. 113 motors each. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So let's just say 1,000 motors. Now, the hard part there is going to be the nickel. I didn't get a big haul of nickel yet. So that's going to be a bit of a bother. No, not okay. There we go. Hey, frame rate. I just, like, don't have one. Okay, so, production. Assembler 2. Let's say, let's take 1,000 motors. Can you do that for me? Needs 5,000 nickel ingots. How much nickel do I have? Let me do a check. But half, actually. Damn. Damn. Well, it's still slightly light. I may be able to do a small nickel run with this small ship. Especially since this has lights on it. The big one doesn't. But the nickel is I can get iron at night relatively safely in this because of the giant hole I made. It's a little easier to spot and find and do all that stuff. Nickel is still a pretty thick, easy to spot ore, but it also happens to be in a spot I have to search for, which can be a little difficult. I'm trying to remember exactly where the nickel is hiding. I made a hole. At least the trees help me to tell how far I am from the ground without having to rely entirely on my headlights. It's gotta be nickel. Further up from here. I can't even tell if I'm looking at a spot that... Ugh. Damn. Oh, watch the tilt. Watch the tilt. Fuck. So I don't have very good side thrusters on this thing. If I end up sideways, it will fall and just crush itself. Yeah, that's not nickel, that's just dirt. Oh, don't you... I could just drill down to more nickel. Oh well. Gotta do what you gotta do, huh? It's not too deep. And I should be able to figure out when I hit it. But also like this, my ship is not entirely... I want to be sideways. But yeah, I can't get as big of a load in this ship as I could otherwise. Like, I can get like 80... get a max load of 80,000 kilograms, so like 30,000 kilograms of ore if I'm horizontal, but vertical like this, I can only get a max load of about 70,000 kilograms. Because I don't have quite the same thrust power. Gotta be really careful with this. Come on, guys. Where's the nickel? You said there was nickel down here. I'm down here. Where's the nickel? You're saying I passed the nickel. Oh, fuck. That's it right there. I can see it. So it was just like right on the edge of the vein. I gotta come down here closer to the tree. Okay. You can do this. No problem. But now that I got the giant drill ship, if I can... I mean, I got a whole ton of iron. I should be able to get the rest of it put together without too much difficulty. I mean, I just need to do like a nickel run with the one I got, what I got for it. So once I do that, I'll have plenty of nickel to get the rest of the. Okay, now don't destroy, just grab. There we go. Now this one's got a little tiny ejector that poops out rocks. Oh, I've already gone past my potential weight limit. I gotta be careful because I made a big hole to fall into. How much stone do I have versus nickel? 2, little bit more nickel. Am I picking up the stone that's dropping right there? Fuck. Okay, back out of it. Okay, I can't back out yet. Like I said, the weight limit. I am moving, just incredibly slow. Okay, so maybe I can move a little bit better than I thought. Moving into the tree. Hope that doesn't fuck anything up. Okay. Oh, there's the damn... Right! On the other side of the tree was the big thing of nickel that I had dug out before. Okay. Well, we're taking this thing home. That's... Oh, I still got stone in the cockpit, so it's not dumping it. And I got stone in the connectors that it's not dumping. So take that out and let it fill those with the nickel, and it can dump the stone. And comparatively, a much, much smaller run than I got from the iron or the uranium. I mean, yeah, I broke a good part of the ship getting that uranium, but it was still worth it. I'm not really upset about, oh, my ship, it snapped and there was like an explosion and we lost a bunch of the uranium from 4 whole drills worth. And I'm like, yeah, that corner didn't have much uranium anyway. And what it did have was, like, I got, and everything blew up. Yeah, oh well, happens. Okay, so I got 20,000 kilograms of nickel. I need 5 kilograms of nickel ingots. Well, I need actually like 2.5 kilograms of nickel ingots to finish those thrusters. Should be fine. I'm gonna have to do a major large nickel run to... No. You slow down, motherfucker. You slow down. You slow down right the fuck now. Jeez. But yeah. Okay. Now, I need to actually refine some nickel, and I've got a whole ass ton of uranium refining ahead of it. So... that works. With uranium, it does refine very damn slowly. But it's uranium, it's power, it's good. Ooh, it's so nice to have uranium. Went so long with very little uranium. And I got so damn many. I got like 500. Okay, still producing the nickel required to get that going. Sometimes you gotta check the inventory of the things too. Because if the assembler inventory, so like there, it's 100. So yeah, it's getting the nickel it needs right in there. It's making it. But sometimes you get an assembler with, like this. This one is stuffed with silicon and a little iron. So if you try and tell it to make something that requires something other than silicon or iron, it'll just fucking sit there and be like, well, we don't know what to do about this. You could have it somewhere in the cargo system, but if you don't check that, you could run into problems where it's like, meh, I don't know, man. I mean, I we we need nickel for that. I don't know where nickel is. I was asking for it, but it doesn't fit here, so I can't get it. No, I'm not gonna let go of the silicon. I need nickel. Oh, but it looks like all that iron I got actually processed, so if I were to collect up all the iron that's left, which is quite a lot. This has got 143,000 uranium just sitting in the thing. How much space is left in that? About 100,000 liters. Still got a lot of iron left. I'm gonna need it. I'm gonna probably have to go do another iron run before I can actually finish the mega atmospheric drill that I've been working on for how long now? Whee! But yeah, that thing is designed to actually. It's after so long building it and having the first little test run of it fail so bad. It's nice that it actually kind of works, though there's still the problems. But you know, it's not finished, and a lot of the problems I'm having right now look like they will be taken care of when it's finished. I mean, the main problem I'm having with it, more than anything, is that it eats up a lot of fuel, which is why I did the uranium run, so that I would have a hell of a lot of fuel to work with. I'm also going to be able to actually judge how much the weight of the ship is with the uranium taken into account, because, well, uranium weighs something, and right now I'm going around with that thing running on fumes, so it's really hard to judge how much it can carry with all the other stuff if you don't actually have that going on. So yeah, it's gonna be a while before all that nickel refines and I'm able to actually finish the thruster array on this again. Finish one of the thruster arrays, anyway. Get those back up, and then start on the base of the armored shell. Gonna build that up to about here, of course, and then start working on the next thruster array. And what? No! Ah! I killed myself. That drop killed me? Come on, man. Okay. Well, just go out here to this pile of crap. Be like, hey, I don't need this, or this, or this, or that. Just get rid of those tools. Go back up here. Find my dead ass. Oh, my dead ass is gone. I just left my backpack. Alright. There we go. Whoa, wrong way. And now access my cargo. Put this extra set of magazines away. I got 15. That's just the amount of times I've died. I've been collecting the ammo. So yeah, I'm just very happy with that drill working. I hope to do a video of it actually doing its job and showing it off. Like, yeah, look at this. Brrr. And then another drill of it actually finished. Another video of it actually finished. Doing the drill thing. Yeah. Brrr. Kicking all that ass. But for now, I guess this is all I has to show. The big hole in my driveway. My old car somewhere out there in the savannah just crashed because it its wheels fell through the planet and then just broke off and half of it exploded. Oh yeah, I built another large cargo container on the base and actually finished that part of the floor. So nice. So I can build another little refinery thing up there, connected to the top. Like, lining up with that, continuing to line it up with the conveyor system out here. Though down here, I think I'll probably, if I'm going to be expanding this, I'm going to expand it down that way, have just much more cargo space, because this is going to be the refinery tower up to the top there. And then I'll probably detach that ship and remove most of that conveyor system and just have it attach at the top and simplify the whole thing a lot. But that's going to be a long time before that happens. I'm just so happy that majestic drill hanging on by just a little tiny thread. You can just run under it like this and know that if the base runs out of power, you're going to have the most horrible death and the most cartoony death I've ever seen. But hey, the thing works. And I'm so damn happy about that. Because the amount of time put into that final, I got 1,000,000 iron out of it. I got a whole ton of uranium. And as soon as I go get that nickel and get some of the other components that I need, like the stuff I need to get the second reactor going, get the silver from there, this is going to be one hell of a planetary driller. So until next time.